What is up, everybody? It's your boy Papa-Kobina. You know what time it is. It's time for Chef Papa. Welcome back to episode 5. Thank you guys for all the love and support. The genuinity and this love is beautiful, and I'm very grateful for it. For this episode, we're going to do a little bit different again. So last episode we did parboiled rice. We're going to stay on the more nutritious side of rice instead of going back to white rice. So today, if you can guess, make a guess, what are we going to make today? We're making brown rice. Exactly. We're making brown rice today. Are you ready? Are you in your kitchen? Well, let me list some of the tools and the recipe and ingredients that you need before we get started, okay? So number 1, the first thing you need is a kitchen. Okay? You need a kitchen so you can cook. If you don't have a kitchen, I'm sorry, it might be a little tough for you. However, there are other ways you can cook without food. That's for another episode. We can do that next time. Second thing, you need a freaking stove. Because we're making stove rice. Third, you need a pot. Okay? You need something. You need something to put on the stove. Right? So you need a pot that's durable enough to be put on the stove. And then here are the other things you need. Right? You need your rice. Okay? My rice is right now in my pot, rinsing itself out. I'll go grab the bag in a few seconds. Another thing, oil. I love using olive oil for many reasons, because it's healthy, it makes the food taste better, and overall, it's just a little bit, it's not as expensive as other types of oil to use, right? Now, if you don't want to use oil, you can use butter, right? I've been using Irish butter, but today I'm using Smart Balance because I want to try it out and see. Other ingredient that you can use, obviously, onion. I'm going to chop it up for you, show you how to chop onions without having to cry, because some of y'all French just be crying out of nowhere. Don't look at my butt. And then lastly, salt. For you salty people and unflavored people, put some seasoning in your food. Okay, stop eating things bland. It's just, come on, what's that? Alright, so now we got some of our ingredients. We got a list of the things that we need to get started. Are you ready? Let's get to chefing. Welcome to Chef Papa. My name is Papa-Kobina. Today, we're making brown rice. Yo, okay. So let me just show you this bag of rice that I got. This is again from Riceland. This is the brown rice. This is a medium grain brown rice. You can get this at Whole Foods, Woodman's, Aldi's, Festival Foods. Find a great source of a market or a grocery store where you can buy good, healthy, natural food. Rice, specifically. Yeah? Sponsor me. I'm just sending people your way for the past 5 episodes. What you doing? Okay, anyway. But yeah, this is the brown rice. Secondly, before we get started, make sure you wash your rice, okay? If you don't wash your rice, at this point, I don't know what to tell you. It's important to wash your food, your produce and your rice before you cook it, right? Now, if it's like candy, don't wash it, because you're not gonna, that's just weird. If it's veggies, wash your veggies. If it's chicken and produce and stuff like that, wash the chicken. If it's rice, wash it. Wash it. Like, come on, just wash it. It's better for you. You won't get sick, and it's healthier. Yeah. Moving forward, do you have your ingredients? Do you have your items? Do you have your recipe ready for rice? You ready for some brown rice today? Well, first let me chop up some onions for you, and then while we chop it up, we can chop it up, right? So now a lot of people have asked me, how do you chop your onions without crying? And I tell them, I ain't a punk, okay? I ain't a punk. I don't cry when I chop my onions, because I got strong eyes. I eat a lot of carrots. Carrots are good for your eyes. They actually help you see better in the dark. They actually help you with your eyesight. So yeah, go eat some carrots. That actually might help so that you don't cry like a little punk-ass person when you're cutting onions. As you can see, not a single tear has been shed. You see that? Right. On top of that, the reason why I'm making brown rice today is that I've been meaning to actually make brown rice. I normally don't eat brown rice. I know, it's weird. I know, it's okay. I know it's better for you and it's healthier for you, but it's tough to eat sometimes because it's boring. It's a boring brand of rice. It's too healthy. It doesn't taste as good, right? It doesn't taste as good as white rice. So that's why I don't normally eat brown rice. But occasionally, I will eat brown rice because it's good for you and it's healthy and it will make sure you get the right nutrients into your body so you stay healthy. Now, I do that on occasion. So what I'm going to do with this episode is I'm going to give you a little recipe with different seasoning that you can add to make sure that the rice is flavorful, especially brown rice. Like again, I said, I don't eat brown rice as much. I should, but I don't. But it's okay, alright? I balance it out. I do what I got to do to make sure that I get my nutrients in my body from my food, okay? So I'll give you guys that little recipe while we're making our food. I got my onions chopped. I am ready to get started, okay? So, I washed my rice. For this episode, I used about 2 cups of brown rice and actually 3 cups of water. There's more grains in this, so you need more water to make sure that you have a good equal amount of rice to water. Again, the reason why we put a good amount of water is so that the rice can soak up the water so it can cook, be fluffy, taste good, and do the thing that it needs to do best. And make that rice, yeah? So I used 2 cups of rice with 3 cups of water. My rice is cleaned. As you can see, brown rice is more healthier, so there's not actually that much sticky, gummy, disgusting stuff to wash off. But I still wash it off, because wash your damn stuff, okay? So I'm gonna pour the water out. Got a little drippity drip drip. Ah, it almost fell. Okay, now I'm just gonna wipe the pot off. I'm gonna put my stove on 6. That's actually a really good place to start the stove on. That way you can get a good idea of how fast it's gonna warm up and etc. Put it there. The rice is already in there. I'm just gonna wait a little bit and then I'm gonna add my other ingredients. So again, here's your steps. Turn on the stove, put the pot on it. If you already have the rice in the pot from washing, you can keep it in there. I just let it warm up and heat up for a little bit before I add my other ingredients. Yeah? So, I'm gonna add my onions. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of olive oil, salt, and butter. This way, I can get some good, flavorful tasting brown rice. Like I said, I don't eat brown rice as much as I should, but it's okay. I'm gonna add my onions. I like onions, so I'm gonna add a little bit more. After that, you can add your olive oil. Now, if you didn't put the rice in the pot before, put the oil in the pot first. Then add your onion. Then add your rice. And then you can add your salt. And then after you add the salt, we add the butter. And then you add more water. And then you let it cook from there. So I'm going to add my salt next. Do a little smash. Smash. A little salt there, right? And then I'm going to get my butter. Tablespoon, not too much. But if you want to add more, you can. Just don't add a lot. Don't do like a full spoon, okay? Add a little bit right there. mix it up. Now I'm gonna add my water. Okay? You can take a little measuring cup if you need it. 1 cup. Okay. Like I said, 2 cups of rice, 3 cups of water. 1, 2. Excuse my man. Excuse me, that was really loud. And 3. Alrighty. Then I'm gonna take my fork. I'm gonna mix it all up. What is that noise? Oh, it's a pro tip alert. Here's a pro tip, as always. If you're like me and you're a pro at making rice, you can use your finger to see if you have enough water. Yes, sir and ma'am, I have enough water. I don't gotta add any more this time. So I'm gonna put it on the stove. I'm gonna grab my cover. And I'm gonna cover it up. And I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 to 8 minutes. Now set a timer if you need to, but mainly one way you can tell without having to worry about a timer is if when you see the water being absorbed with the rice, that is when you know it's time for the flipping. And like I said, the flipping of the rice is like a little special ritual that we do to make sure we get a good amount of balance enough of rice that is fluffed up and cooked. Yeah, we flip the rice so that we can make sure that it's cooked well. Okay, so in the meantime, while this is cooking, join me in the library for Did You Know Facts About Rice. See you in the field. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. Just catching up on some facts. Rice facts to be example. Did you know excuse me. Did you know that brown rice contains more fiber than refined grains, like white rice? Choosing fiber-rich whole grains, like brown rice, may actually reduce the belly fat and help you lose weight. Did you know that? I didn't think so. Did you also know? Did you know that brown rice is packed with fiber, lignans, and magnesium? Do you know what those are? If you don't research it, Google it. Do your research. Which all benefit effects of heart rate and the risk of heart attacks. Did you know that? Those 3 things help you weaken the idea of heart health. They help your heart health, and it reduces the risk of heart disease. Did you know that? I didn't think so. Eat brown rice. Do your research too. Lastly, choosing brown rice over refined grains can help people with diabetes control their blood sugar and reduce the chances of developing diabetes in the first place. That's crazy. Did you know that? Do your research, learn about the foods that you eat, and make sure you understand the facts, the rice facts. The more you know. Reading Rainbow. See you later. Alrighty, and we are back. Let's check on our rice. Oh, snappity-roo. Our rice is ready for some flipping. I'm gonna just flip the top to the bottom and the bottom to the top. Our rice should be fluffy like this. Oh, this smells good. Fire. After it's done flipping, you lower the heat and the volume on the the stove. Put it back on round 2 or 1. Let it sit for another 5 minutes, and there you have it. We are done making our brown rice. Stay tuned for a little something that you can eat with this, just so that you have a little flavor for your mouth to enjoy. And we're back. We got the last 5 minutes of our rice to finish cooking. Now let's take a look. Let me turn off that fan. It was getting too hot in the kitchen, so I had to cool things off a little bit. But voila! That is our brown rice. Oh my goodness. It smells amazing. Oh my God. I'm so excited. So you just pour a little bit. And you can eat all of it if you want to. It's your food. I'm gonna let that sit there, put it on low. As you can see, I cut up some avocados because avocado gang. So good for you. Avocados are amazing. Now, you can eat this with sriracha, some chili sauce. You can even add more seasoning on this. I just made a little side of avocados because I'm on my healthy tip. On my healthy bag. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's our rice. That's our episode for today. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching and participating as well. Hope the rice turned out well. Hope you enjoyed the food. I will be seeing you guys on the next episode of Chef Papa. Peace.
Winds southerly at about 15 with gusts of 25 miles an hour. Barometric pressure 30.00 and is rising. And no precipitation. We're about a half inch behind, correction, a half inch ahead for the year, and 1 5300ths behind for the year so far. We'll be
that is fire.
A little bit of a change tomorrow. And
wow, I did not expect
showers. Today, of course, there's nothing showing up on the radar. However, the satellite photo is very interesting for the western half of the U.S. Rain showers.
Do your research. Okay? You don't always have to take my word for it. I make sure to do my research before I say what I say. Most of them ends up becoming my own opinions and experiences that I've been through. So make sure you do your research. Check out the nutrition facts. See if it works or doesn't work for you. We all have our own different ways of things that benefit us. So I just want to put that out there. I'll put some of my resource links in the caption below so you guys can definitely do your own fact checking. Yeah? So again, do your research. Enjoy your food. See you guys in the next episode.